Today I'm going to talk about the buyer's journey. So for any business in any industry, there's a process that people go through to becoming a buyer. And so for this video, we'll talk about each of those stages. This is going to be the very simplest version. For some industries, it's a bit longer. There's going to be a lot more steps to it. And you'll be able to intuitively figure out what those steps might be, knowing your sales process, your marketing process, whatever situations that people go through before they become a buyer. So the stages are unaware, aware, consideration, decision, and then post-sell. So again, unaware, aware, consideration, decision, post-sell. So to start with, unaware, the person doesn't know you exist. It's pretty straightforward. So you've got to get that message in front of the person that, hey, I'm in business, come see me. Or maybe they know you exist, but they're unaware that you solve a problem they have. Or maybe they're unaware that they even have a problem. So in the stage, it's all about education. It's all about educating the prospect, the potential customer, on who you are, what you do, and how you can solve their issues, whether they are aware of their issue or not. So that's where this stage can get more complicated, because there's industries and services that people have that's like, I didn't even know I needed that until you told me. But for something simple like a restaurant, I gotta know you exist for me to go there. If I need a photographer, I gotta know you do photo shoots before I can obtain your services. So the second phase is aware. You've put marketing materials out there, you've done some advertising, you've educated the customer, so now that they know you exist and what you do. So this one's very simple. The next stage is consideration. So they are considering buying. This is where the leads go from becoming kind of cold, warmer-ish. Now they're a little bit hotter. They're considering you, maybe they're considering your competitors, or maybe they're considering doing it themselves to solve their own problem. If you've got, a restaurant, again, use that example. If I'm trying to decide, what do I eat tonight? Okay, I'm gonna maybe go to this restaurant, or maybe I just make dinner myself. Or if it's a photographer, I got these two photographers I'm looking at, I'm looking at the different pricing, the different offerings, or maybe I'm considering doing it myself or having a friend doing it. So here's more about education. You want to communicate to these folks, educate them on why your product and services are great, but it's also building trust, building authority, and communicating your unique selling proposition. I've considered these restaurants, I'm going to go to Bob's Burgers. Or I've considered these two photographers, I'm going to go with Sally Photographer because she has the best rates, or maybe not. Maybe she's more expensive, but I just trust her. I trust that she's going to complete the job in the best way to solve my problem that I want fixed, and that's having amazing photographs from my event. So that's the decision phase, and here you want to be communicating with people, not necessarily on the educational piece, but maybe it's like, okay, well, here's how you best use my services. Or here you want to communicate with them things to just maybe prevent buyer's remorse. Be proactive in answering questions that people typically have after they retain your service, after they buy something. Or, for a restaurant, it might just be as simple as your customer service when they leave. Hey, thanks for coming in. Come back. Or for a photographer, hey, here's what you can expect from me the day of. Or here's how you can prep for it in the week in advance. All these things to let them know you are taking care of them, so they're not going to get buyer's remorse. That's just what you're doing in the communication at this stage. And then in the post-sell, you're thanking them, you're still providing good customer service, and maybe you're continuing to provide that education on how to best use it. Hey, you've got these prints now from the photographer. Here's people that I recommend to print them out. Or excuse me, you've got the images. Here's where you can print them out. Here's who I recommend. You're providing more value to them because you've given them ways that they can then utilize your product and service even more. And then you communicate with them to get referrals, to get more business from them, to buy more repeatedly. Check out the video on the 3 ways to make money. This is where you get people to buy more frequently and buy more expensive things from you. So you're always providing value, you're always communicating with them, different ways in different stages, but being aware of these stages can help you organize your communication efforts, your marketing efforts, and just win more business.